Enter. Deep secrets of the earth. I'm going in.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
I must admit. Okay,
Scan.
I'll just wait a second. This isn't her mother, actually.
Genetic profile
He's like the rebirth of her, actually.
Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. Too bad now.
Okay. This is like a ship.
You have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Okay. Explore the Project Zero Dawn facility.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was
Okay,
this?
there's
room?
nothing to...
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Yeah, this really looks like an entrance hall. Okay, let's go. What is this one? Another incident. Oh no, I hope there's not so much to read the whole time. Yeah, that takes Datapoints from launch staff to admin. Another incident. This morning, unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as a staff who serve on the front line, we are tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and thermal selectors to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. Yeah, companies are not helping with this. Okay, but this sounds like audio. Or this looks like an audio. Okay, text again. Is this one? Oh, that's not it. We need support too. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing ZT candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused, some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The languages are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. Okay. So The secretaries need help. That's fine.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Okay. Another text? Yeah, it's another text. Restock or else. Launch stuff to admin. Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the launch selections of herbal teas. If I have listened to one of more egghead throw tank trim because we are out of the organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage veritales, I am going to lose it. Please respond, and this time no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes. Okay. Wow. What the hell? they're just dying soon and they complain about some teas. Holy damn. Priorities, I guess. Soundproofing. Lots of the admin. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing routine? Via one at the launch area. Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the launch. Just a thought. Like, they have some weird issues, actually. I guess they had bigger problems than that, probably.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Okay. Let's see.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
General
I'm
Harris.
General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors. That Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program. The technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague. If Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The
Was
reason
Hades
I'm
the
sure
Project
you've heard
Zero
the
Dawn?
rumors is
That's the
that
question.
I'm the one who spread them. And they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super weapons program. And it will not save us. Nothing will save us.
Okay, okay.
Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout.
Okay, it's not Hades, of course.
There will be no Earth.
It's just
left
like
to
I
reclaim.
thought earlier.
Just a lifeless,
Probably.
toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Okay. I just want to hear the explanation from her, actually. Like, I'm so down for the story. The story
Life on Earth
is
didn't cease
that's
to
great.
exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Okay.
Castrals. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place?
Oh, serious? Okay. I just want to learn more about Zero Dawn here, not like fighting them. So there's one? Give me the head. Oh, this was close. There we go.
Too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points. What do they contain?
Yep. That's what I want to see. As bad as you, actually. Okay, there's nothing. I'm just drafting the things again. There we go. Show me. What is this one telling me? Interview Tom Peach. Bob Pesh.
It is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this?
Okay.
Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pate wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Holy hell. Beating the shit out of him.
Want to discuss?
Devastate.
So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My tastes run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected you had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Okay, this is like she prioritized him because he could steal, like he was a criminal before. Okay, I'll take that. Brad Endek.
You previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all.
Ah, okay, this
My
is...
work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light. There were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Oh no, yeah, he was like one of the developers of the KI. Insane. You can be proud of yourself, they're great.
Doctor?
Even though they're killing the world, they're great.
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
I still kinda can't figure out what is the Zero Dawn thing. Like, is it was it really to save the Earth? Like, or more? I'm kind of thinking it was like killing the whole world, like at once. And then there is the like there must be somehow the DNA transferred to the world again to like spread around. Yeah, I like it's so weird. I'm still curious. I have 5 conspiracies how this game ends actually. So yeah, I'm just going with hearing those things, and we'll see it. But still, I'm always kind of trying to guess what's the end of some kind of games I play, and that this looks like sounds like the real end of this game. Big settlement quest for debriefing after presentation 1. Candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that candidates have been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options of the combating the ferroplug and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements. This versus the swarm. Addendum B1. And unfeasibility, the maintaining life. In orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, addenda C1, C2, C3, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical risk teams are data corrupted. Okay, this is a audio again. Interview Captain Okilo.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we could negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Wait, I've just seen that there's a hidden corridor. Okay, what is this one? Ron Felder.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast.
I'm just chilling
Do you
here.
have
What's this?
any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Okay, you already lose it. Oh wait, this. Oh, this was just to get back here. Okay, I guess I found the secret. Okay, I didn't. Wow. Is there anything else I can expect? I can inspect. Something here maybe? What is, oh no, this is the dead body. This is the fire striker. I'll just take this one with me for now. Open door. Fire striker.
What's with me?
CD02 data intact.
Oh.
Initiating playback.
Is this Sobek? Elizabeth Sobek?
Elizabeth Sobek.
Tell me.
You've
Hey.
heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all.
Okay, those are the Greek god mythology
You have
names.
to build the entire system. The
Nova,
beauty of
Ether,
a fully
Poseidon,
automated
Demeter,
terraforming
Artemis,
system is that it can
Hades.
build itself. Now, over the
Oh,
days
that's
to come,
Hades, actually.
you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Okay. So this is still the Earth then. Okay. Not too stressing.
Remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But
So,
why
yeah,
Hades
that's the
then?
thing I'm asking about Hades again as well, yeah.
How did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
There was probably someone greedy actually who screwed this one up. This can just be human failure of a single human. Okay, make a selection. You are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn. Classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. First, participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week. Holy hell. And your communications with family will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family or 2 persons of your choosing will be transferred to the Elysium, sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible. But you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 80 months due to the Pharaoh plague is inevitable. Holy damn. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Just killing the people which don't participate, basically. Medical euthanasia. The information you gave just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice if you have further questions. Okay, I guess you can participate or you can die. Like, these are 2 options. Sounds great. The text message. Counselor guidelines 2. For the briefing after presentation 2, it is vitally important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion. I didn't hear this word before. Hold them. And without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection. Validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize. I need a coffee, I know. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those who loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation, acknowledge that while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation as many times as they wish, and allow access to supplemental articles through P20. Allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period during which counselors will be available to discuss their decision. Empathize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against her or his will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision data corrupted. Okay. Oh, this at least this audio. I'm kinda such a dry mouth actually. Okay, I'll just take. Nah, I guess I don't need the fire striker. Let's go next one. Brad Endek, interview 2.
To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage. I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom? I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium.
Okay.
I never thought that there could be atonement.
Okay. He's in already. Susanne Alpert, interview 2.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You'd grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized.
What?
A habitat
Okay.
capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see.
Okay.
Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Okay, she's just going suicide mode. Ah, that's sad. Ron Felder. Interview 2.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted.
Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Like, the thing on this guy is, like, what is wrong with him? Like, you have to be, like, in, you have to be, like, this fantastic. Like, you have to be, thinking positive about it. Like, it's the only thing to go, seriously. Like, everything's dying. So, you have to at least try it to survive. Like, I don't know why is he going mad about it? They just have to try to survive at least. It's like such a weird attitude. Like, he just already gave up. Like, that's so weird. Okay, I guess, yeah, he can. Stranded shackles. This is a mysterious item, is valuable only to the most curious merchants. Oh, I think there was a merchant of... Ah, here's the end of the facility. I think there was a merchant in Meridian. Yeah, there was one with the shackles. I don't know how they look on the map. Maybe as like the vanguards or whatever.
Intruder! Get her!
Spotted.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Okay, I'll just take out your fire starter thing. Fire striker. Are they losing me? It's just a thing, I just don't know. No, they're always in alert, probably. I just want to see how much damage this thing. I actually like this weapon a lot, I've gotta admit. That's a pretty cool weapon. It's like the first time I actually use it. There we go.
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Yeah, the thing is, do I need to... Yeah, there's more data points. Yeah, much more, actually. Okay, I've got to go through the data points first, and then I will check the door. Oh, there's another one. I just need a short bathroom break. Be right back.